Next year, as I announced the other day, we will be doing a couple of roads around Nairobi, Thika Superhighway, the road to Ngong, the road to Kiserian, all the way to Isinya, and many other dueling of roads that will happen. We will roll out the full extent in the coming year. We will be extending the standard gauge railway from Naivasha through Kisumu to Malaba. We will require tons and tons of steel and cement. And that particular construction of the extension of the standard gauge railway is going to begin in January. I am not talking about 2027, 2026. That will also include the modernization of the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. Again, I want everybody to know that the expansion of and the development of a new airport is also going to happen next year. Yes. We already have consolidated the framework that is going to allow us to do that. We already have, as I've said, we have to expand our generation of energy because at the moment we are living on the edge. It cannot be possible for us to industrialize. It is not possible for us to be able to move to the future that we all want to do if we don't have sufficient, reliable, affordable energy. And that whole process is what I want us as a country to move together and to achieve. These investments have a clear objective: to position Kenya firmly on the trajectory to a first world economic status driven by productivity, innovation, and industrial depth. Our plan is that in the next 30 years, by God's grace, we want to cut down the number of people living below the poverty line by half. And we want, currently, our unemployment rate is 5.43% of the population. We want to bring that down by half as well. And it is not going to happen unless we make bold investments in different parts of our economy. And we want to do that without necessarily burdening taxpayers or endangering the country with borrowing. And that is why we have developed alternative mechanisms of how we are going to do this, using mature assets that we have as a country and leveraging those by putting together private-public partnership where we can bring on board more private sector resources into the development of public infrastructure. Distinguished guests, the cement industry sits at the heart of this economic freedom agenda. Every kilometer of road, every power plant, every dam and irrigation canal, and every factory depends on a reliable, competitive, and sustainable cement value chain. Projects such as the Bamburi clinker line are therefore not isolated investments. They are foundational catalysts of our national transformation. While the cement sector is central to development, we are equally conscious that it is among the most energy-intensive industries with significant greenhouse gas emissions. The Government of Kenya therefore views today's investment not only through the lens of capacity expansion, but also as an opportunity to embed cleaner, more efficient, and low-carbon production technologies. And I have been reliably informed that you have looked into that aspect. We are encouraging improved energy efficiency in clinker production, adoption of cleaner fuels and modern technologies, and strict adherence to environmental health and safety standards across operations. Through the Ministry of Investments, Trade and Industry and its agencies, we will continue to promote policy coherence interagency coordination, and partnership that support both competitiveness and environmental responsibility in the industrial sector. Decarbonization is not a constraint. It is an opportunity to innovate, reduce costs, attract green investment, and position Kenya as a regional leader in sustainable manufacturing. These efforts support Kenya's commitment in environmental matters. Distinguished guests, allow me also to highlight another flagship program that is directly linked to today's investment. The Affordable Housing Program, which remains one of the most ambitious social and economic interventions in our history. Currently, over 240,000 affordable housing units are under construction across Kenya, from urban centers to emerging towns, transforming skylines and livelihoods alike. This program is not only providing decent and affordable homes for Kenyan families, it is also a powerful engine for job creation, supporting more than 480,000 jobs across construction, manufacturing, transport, and allied services. The demand for cement, steel, fittings, and other building materials generated by this program is revitalizing local industries, strengthening domestic supply chains, and keeping value and jobs within our economy. I agree 100%. And this is a statement that I said, it is not possible for us to continue importing cement. Please, let us just agree. And I want to encourage all the players. I know we have had a pull and push. I want to encourage all the players. We have limestone. We have all the other raw materials that are necessary for the production of cement here in Kenya. Somebody needs to explain to me why we want to go and import stones. Because what is lime? What is limestone? It's just stones. How can we spend our money to import stones from other countries when we have our own stones? You know, all we need to do is to burn them and create cement. I mean, surely that is not, I mean, we cannot do that. It doesn't, I am not persuaded by any whatever, hata kama ni kwa dawa siwezi kubali. Simiti tutatengeneza Kenya. And this big plan that we have for the transformation of our country must be an incentive enough for those who are looking at business opportunities, for them to invest in the right place. And therefore, Bamburi and others invest in more clinker plants. Make use of our raw materials in Kenya. Employ our Kenyan young people. Use Kenyan electricity. Use all the other materials that you use in Kenya. That is how we are going to change this country. We cannot import what we can produce in Kenya, whether it is cement, whether it is maize, whether it is wheat, and everything else. And that's why we are saying, today, we are importing 500 billion shillings of food items into Kenya. Edible oil, maize, sugar, wheat, rice. All that we can produce here in Kenya. But somehow people will find excuses of why it is better to import and not to grow local. The same way, somebody will find an excuse of why it is better to import clinker than to make it in Kenya. You know? We just have to make a bold decision and say, we are not going to be a supermarket for anybody. We will create our own value using our own raw materials. And that is as simple as it can get.